what I tell people about thinking about where they want to end is that it's much the same as starting. You know, you can use a lot of the same techniques, the things that you just shared. All of those ways are really great ways to end. It is also a huge opportunity. And much like people are afraid, you know, I get clients who say, what do you mean I don't have to introduce myself? What do you mean I don't have to say my name? And I tell them, you know what, when you're speaking, you have someone introduce you. People are there. They know who you are. They've read your bio. You don't need to give it to them, you know? So people think that because it's always done that way, that's how they have to do it. You got to kind of break out of that mindset. And I say that the same with finishing something. How many presentations have you been to where it ends with, okay, that's all I have. Anyone have any questions? It's the worst. Okay, so you have this huge opportunity. You have done this great introduction. You have been so bold and creative. You've done all these great visuals. And then you're at the end and you're going to just turn over that opportunity to end really strong to questions that someone in the audience may ask. You've just turned over control of your presentation to someone else. Not that you shouldn't do questions. You can do questions separately, but you want to end in a way that leaves people leaving that room with the emotion you want them to have. Do you want them to feel inspired? Do you want them to feel, you know, that they've just learned so much? What do you want them to feel? What do you want them to do? Give that some thought and then craft that ending. One of my favorite things, my favorite techniques to do is to bookend, you know, the beginning and the end, you know, almost like bookends on a shelf. So they relate to each other. So you come back maybe to something you talked about in the beginning, and then you bring your audience back to it at the end. And let's say you had them share 3 words in the beginning. One of the things I like to ask sometimes, I ask people what's on their bucket list when we're talking about time management. And they share some things, then we share, well, one of the reasons people don't often get to a lot of these things is they think they don't have time. And then I end with something about the bucket list and time, and how they're going to go out now and do all these great things on their bucket list. So you bookend it. And it also shows your audience you care about them. You've thought about this. You want it to make sense, and you've thought about how you want them to be leaving that time with you.